the series, man. It's your player partner, I to the Q. I'm back, you dig? Back with another video. I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to get into it. This is a real serious one. Um, this is America.
Have charged the man accused of shooting a teenage boy after he knocked on the wrong door. The criminal complaint says the accused shooter did not speak to the teen before allegedly shooting him through a glass door. The 16-year-old is now home after spending the weekend in a hospital. Roxana Saberi has the latest details.
Do you think if he was a white 16-year-old boy and he rang that door, do you think it would have been the same outcome?
Ralph Yarl's family says the 16-year-old was gunned down after mixing up the address. He was supposed to go to Northeast 115th Terrace, but instead rang a doorbell on Northeast 115th Street, just 1 block away. The Yarl family's attorney says Ralph waited for a few minutes after ringing the bell before the door opened.
He was immediately confronted with an armed man who told him that he did not want to see him on his property again, and then he opened fire.
Still, Yarl's aunt, Faith Spoonmore, says the teen ran for help, knocking on 3 more doors before a neighbor called 911.
As his aunt, what do you think about that?
Hearing that part of the story is even harder. He was clearly hurt. He was clearly bleeding. He was clearly needing help.
Ralph is now recovering at home. Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas says it's hard not to draw that conclusion.
Something like this happening is unimaginable and it's unbelievable. And it's hard to expect that something like this would happen if Ralph weren't black.
The shooting sparked protests here on Sunday.
We just want justice. You know, Ralph is a good kid. He doesn't deserve what's happening to him.
Roxana Saberi joins me now. Roxana, what more do we know about the investigation and the accused shooter?
Yeah, the prosecutor, John, identified the suspect as 85-year-old Andrew D. Lester, a white male. He's been charged with 2 felonies, assault in the first degree, which carries a potential life sentence, and armed criminal action, which could lead to up to 15 years in prison. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, and the prosecutor confirmed what the mayor told us he suspected, that there was a racial component in the incident. John?
Roxana Saberi in Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you. Prosecutors.
Man, it's a blessing, man. You know, condolences, but he's still alive though. It's a miracle, man. Ralph Yarl, he survived. You know what I'm saying? Shot in the head, and then he got shot in I think his arm. He stood over him and shot him in his arm. Now this right here is just gonna give you, for those who don't know, for those who from other countries, or for those who from this country and just don't understand the black experience. This little boy got shot for nothing, right? He went to go pick up his siblings, right? Rung on the wrong doorbell. This kid don't got no face tattoos. He ain't got no baggy clothes looking like. He ain't even got no, even though none of that shit even matter, but he don't even fit no image of a motherfucker should be scared of him like that to where they shoot through the door, right? But then when you look at the shooter, an 85-year-old white man, and how many years ago was 85 from today? 23 was 2000, 90. This nigga was born, like, he probably, I'm pretty sure he came up in that racist, some of that segregation, some of those, it was, because it still exists, but right back in them days, you know what I'm saying? If he's 85, he's 15 years away from 100. He definitely was born in like the 60s or something, or the 50s, something like that. Let me know in the comments if y'all know. I just don't even feel like doing the math, because fuck him, honestly. He looked like an old racist motherfucker, to be honest. For him to shoot through the door like that, and he talking about something, he did say something, but the prosecutor even saying, no, that nigga ain't say nothing. See, and God is the greatest, because look at this young man back at home already. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I don't advocate for snitching, but that's a last boy, right? And you can tell he ain't on that type of lifestyle. They need to convict that motherfucker. Make sure that he motherfucking don't listen. He'll perish in that motherfucking prison. You shoot that little boy like that for no reason, you's a fucking coward, nigga. You's a coward, nigga, motherfucker. Yeah. Straight like that, motherfucker. And guess what? When you get up in that penitentiary, they gonna get on your ass. You better believe somebody. Oh, that's the one that shot that little black boy. That yeah. That you know what's his name, little nephew. Yeah, he don't even do. He be playing the saxophone. That boy played the saxophone. That boy, you can just clearly look at him and just see he's a good kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they got the. They said they did get the bullet out his head. I seen an interview of his mom. I think she said they did get the bullet out of his head. So I don't know what caliber. They said he shot him with a revolver. I don't know what caliber it was, but shit, I don't even think it matter, right? As long as that motherfucker stopped, it ain't go through his head. You know what I'm saying? Or go through his head and down to another part of his body or something more. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the black experience, bro. You can get shot for literally being a 16-year-old trying to go pick up your siblings from the babysitter house and trying to get back home to play Xbox in time or practice your saxophone or do your homework. That kid wasn't gangbanging. That kid wasn't sneaking up on that man's property. That kid rang the doorbell. You see what I'm saying? And he shot that boy for no reason. No reason. That boy wasn't trying to break in his car. That boy wasn't trying to attack him or nothing of the nature. Nothing. It didn't even look like nothing like that. I could see if he got mistakenly, he was in the back of the man's shed because his ball was over the fence or, okay, even though still, but okay. This boy came and rung the doorbell, bro. And got shot through the glass, my nigga. In his fucking head and got stood over. And shot in his arm, nigga. This gonna forever, this is PTSD. It's gonna forever fuck with him, yo. You know what I mean? And I hope he takes this and I hope it, he uses it to, empower, however that is. I don't want to put you should fight for the other people. I ain't saying whatever. I just hope he can take this and empower because I can only imagine. I don't want to imagine going through something like that and being that young, bro. Like I could see if it was some gang shit, some street shit. This ain't that, and that ain't this. You know what I'm saying? This is another case of a racist or prejudice, whatever he is, because I know he's one of them. I can look at him in his fucking face and I can see the situation. Displaying his feelings about a young minority. You know what I'm saying? Same thing can happen to Hispanic people. You know what I mean? Latino. Same thing can happen to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? People think you up to no good. And really, that nigga so old. Why? Who's letting him own a gun at 85? He probably got fucking dementia, right? He probably is fucking out of his mind. You see what I'm saying? Still, that's no fucking reason, bro. That shit stemmed from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking sick, bro. But this is America. For all y'all wondering what be going on in America, you can go try to pick up your siblings from the babysitter or wherever they from. I'm pretty sure it was the babysitter because your mom sent you there. Here's the address. You accidentally go to the wrong door, press the doorbell. Instead of them saying, "Oh no, this ain't the house," you get shot in the fucking head. Right? And this happened on Friday. This a hell of a way to start your fucking weekend, and then you get stood over. All for what? Cause of this? Cause of this right here? This is America, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm disgusted. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, man. I'm gone. Yeah.